If everyone told you how mature for your age you were as a kid, it wasn't a compliment. It was a trauma response. You didn't grow up fast because you wanted to. You grew up because the adults around you weren't doing their job. Listen closely, because your maturity is actually a survival mechanism. First, you experienced parentification. You became the emotional pillar for your parents before you even knew how to handle your own feelings. You learned to read the room, monitor your parents' moods, and suppress your own needs just to keep the peace. You weren't a little adult. You were a child carrying a weight your spine wasn't built for. Second, it created a hyper-independence glitch in your brain. Today you find it physically painful to ask for help. Why? Because as a child you learned that help wasn't coming, or that asking for it made you a burden. Now you take on everything alone, burning yourself out because your brain still thinks you're the only reliable person in the room. Finally, you lost your playfulness. Because you had to be the responsible one, you never learned how to just be. This is why you feel guilty when you aren't being productive, and why relaxing feels like an emergency. You aren't boring. You just never had a childhood where it was safe to be messy, loud, or dependent. You spent your childhood being an adult. Now give yourself permission to spend your adulthood healing that child. Which of these hit closest to home for you? The invisible burden, the hyper-independence, or the lost playfulness? Share your story in the comments.